tonight.
Jamie McAllister and Mohammad Noor Ali there, just speaking to our pitch side reporter, Glenn Anthony Adrian, giving us some insight into their thinking ahead of this fixture. With me in the commentary position is a former coach in the Singapore Premier League, someone who knows what it's all about, Hide Kamis. Hide, Jamie McAllister still looking for his first win as head coach of Brunei DPMM. What do they need to do tonight to get those 3 points?
They need to be compact. They need to understand the roles or responsibilities of each player, because they are facing a team who is absolutely fluid going forward. Really good. Is a really good striker, the top scorer right now with 18 goals. But they are playing. We're going to look at their side later on, but they are playing with a weaker midfield as well, at least for me. So it's still going to be tough, but they still have tools to go forward with their counter-attack. They have speed on the sides. They have a pretty good striker with Julio Cruz as well. But as much as possible, they need to be hard to beat. That's what James McAllister mentioned during the pre-match interview. I still think it's going to be tough for them, but if from the warm-ups that I saw just now for Geylang International, if they continue that level of warm-up, it should be an easy game for Brunei DPMM, not for Geylang International.
Well, let's see if they wake up for the start of this fixture. Those are your match officials. The main referee for this one is Muhammad Zulfikar Mustafa. 5th match of the season as a referee and 36th of his SPL career. He'll be assisted by Abdul Hanan and Khairul Amri. 4th official, Oswin Rosero. Those are the video assistant referees. VAR for this one, Shadiq Al Hussein. He'll be assisted by Rohaida Nasir. The two captains make their way across. Ashan Noor and Joshua Pereira, the head of battle here. Let's take a look at the lineups, beginning with the home side, Geylang International. They have made 2 changes from the last outing in the league against the Young Lions. Rio Sakuma returns to the starting 11 in place of Nakiuddin Yunus, and he will line up alongside Keto Haria in central defense. The other change sees Iqbal Hussein coming back into the side in place of Nafal Azman, who misses out on the matchday squad through injury. Tomoyuki Doi will continue to lead the line. The league's top scorer has been in brilliant form, 18 goals scored in his 12 matches so far. Nakiuddin Yunus is an option on the bench, along with the likes of Zico Schwa and Ahmad Shahir. Geylang also have 4 teenagers on the bench this evening. Now, the usual pre-match huddle. Our camera's getting right in the thick of things right there. Mainly to have a look at this man, Mohammad Noor Ali, 155th game in charge of Geylang over 2 spells as the head coach in all competitions. In 13 previous meetings against DPMM, he has 6 wins, 3 draws and 4 defeats in all competitions. But he hasn't lost to DPMM in the league since August of 2019. 3 wins and a draw from their last 4 SPL meetings. And here is the starting 11 for Brunei DPMM. They have made 3 changes to their lineup from their last league match. Hanif Farhan gets his first start of the season. He replaces the suspended Azwan Ali, who is out after collecting his 4th yellow card of the campaign in their last game. Nazri Ayman also gets a start in place of Hanif Hamir, who has to make do with a place on the bench for this one. Abdul Haris Herman also gets a rare opportunity to impress. This is his first start of the season. He comes in for Gabriel Gama, who was also out of the matchday squad for this fixture. Jamie McAllister. This is his 5th match as head coach at senior level in the professional game. In his debut season in the Singapore Premier League, joined DPMM recently after a short spell as an assistant manager at Bristol Rovers. McAllister was also an assistant manager at Hibernian FC, Sunderland and Bristol City. And he was a former player as well. Still looking for his first win as DPMM head coach. 2 draws, 2 defeats so far. So important for him, they had that little bit of a break. He's not had a preseason to work with this DPMM side. So that time on the training ground, he spoke about having a friendly match as well. It's crucial for him to get his ideas across.
Yeah, absolutely. For a coach who doesn't have a full preseason, it's difficult to impart or and transfer his ideas across to the teams. They need time to understand what he wants out of the team, and he needs to understand. I mean, he's coming from not from Brunei itself. He's coming from overseas. He doesn't understand how the league is first and foremost, and also his team as well. So he needs that work to be done every single day without any preparation to be made for the game itself on the weekend. So the break last week was hugely important, maybe more important for him than Mohammad Noor Ali.
Here we go then. At Jalan Besar, this Brunei DPMM with kickoff, going from right to left on your screens, and the red and black. Geylang International, the home side, going from left to right. Najib Tarif to Hanif Farhan, who played a key role in central midfield last season under the previous coach. Well, I say previous coach. Jamie McAllister has already replaced a coach that they had, Rui Capella, in this season. An early free kick here for Brunei DPMM.
Akmal Azman just a little late to that challenge.
And to be specific, Adrian Pennock is the one I'm talking about from last season. They had Rui Capella come in to replace Pennock, and he's been replaced by McAllister. It's Hakimi. That's headed away by Shakir Hamza. Tomoyuki Doi gives it away. Farshad No. Good touch into Oliveira. Tezuka is there. Doi again, quickly under pressure. This time, he finds a teammate. Bezako. He's trying to just head it down into the path of Shakir Hamza and get enough of a connection on the header. Orikwan. Here is Yura Indraputra. Farshad No. Good header there, down to Oliveira. Ambitious attempt from Miguel Oliveira.
We have seen him make those kind of attempts and score a few goals from those distance as well. This time around, his left foot not really connecting the way he wanted to. It was really far off the goal and went out for a goal kick.
Oliveira with 4 goals this season, but he hasn't scored since the 29th of June. His last goal coming against Tanjung Pagar in a 3-2 defeat for DPMM. That's a 6-game goal drought for Miguel Oliveira, who is still one of his side's top scorers. Another sign of the issues that DPMM have had this season, not creating enough, not getting enough goals.
I think after the departure of Rui Capella, he was the team was struggling to get goals, create chances as well. So far, they've only got 15 goals in the last 11 games.
Here is Iqbal. Gets back inside, runs into Hanif Farhan. Farshad No. Seems to be playing in more of an advanced midfield role here. Bezako. Taniguchi trying to release Doi. That's well read by Yura Indraputra. That's Taniguchi, surely a free kick there.
Brunei DPMM doesn't look like they are setting up as a 4-3-3. It looks like a more of a 4-2-3-1 with Abdul Haris and Hanif Farhan just sitting in front of the 2 centre backs, protecting that space. And initially, when I thought that it was a 4-3-3, I would think that Geylang would capitalize on that pocket of space beside the defensive midfielder. But now it's being covered by 2 players, and Geylang now has to come up with solutions for that.
Taken by Bezako. And Haria was there. Last touch is off Keto Haria.
It does look, from a body language point of view, it does look like DPMM looks to be more energized than Geylang International.
Hanif to Cruz. Farshad No. Normally anchors the midfield for Brunei DPMM. Changing his position for this one in the absence of Azwan Ali, and also perhaps just trying something different. Oliveira is in! Beautiful finish by Miguel Oliveira, and a lovely opening goal.
DPMM, and again, something that they needed, really needed as well for the whole team. I mentioned earlier on, Roshan, that Geylang wasn't really warming up well. When they had their warm-ups, look, they have been poor, they have been slow, and Miguel Oliveira just pouncing on the opportunity here. Good run from Hakimi Yazid, just playing it to the space for Miguel Oliveira to just place it first time. was good by Hakimi Yazid as well.
An excellent finish. Such a threat. Miguel Oliveira is 5th of the season. 6-match run without a goal has come to an end. Great start for Brunei DPMM. The way they played through as well, it was really good to see from the away side. Started at a good tempo. Today, quite rightly pointing out good notice of the lack of intensity in Geylang International's warm-up, perhaps leading to this slow start. Plenty of time, though, for them to come up with a response. Shakir, Bezukor. Shakir Hamza. Away by Norikwan Othman. Now, we have seen quick starts from Brunei DPMM this season. The problem for them is that they have sort of, at times in certain fixtures, just slowed down the tempo and struggle a little bit with the intensity of their play in the second half of matches.
And we have seen the opposite from Geylang International. They start off well and they end the game poorly as well.
Yeah, their game management has been a big issue for Geylang International this season. Far too many draws for them. 6, which is the highest number of draws out of any team in the league. Pereira. Tezuka back to his captain. A wake-up call for Geylang International there with that opener scored by Miguel Oliveira in the 5th minute.
But he got Mono Ali up on his feet now, rather than sitting down on the bench.
Back to Rudy Kairola, who looks to be the number 1 for Geylang International now. Beautiful diagonal from Keto Haria. Flag has stayed down for the moment. Cross in from Akmal Azman. Is it the best? Flag eventually does go up for offside.
Not sure which one was it for. Was it for Akmal or his attempted cross to Tomoyuki Doi?
Well, already an early goal for the Young Lions as well over at the Jurong East. Jun Kobayashi with the opener for the away side there. Pereira. Here is Taniguchi. Space to drive into. He's taken down. And there might be an early card here. Indeed, there is. For Abdul Haris.
Was an unnecessary free kick being given by Abdul Haris. Yura Indaputra was ready to step up to pick up the loose ball. He was overrun a little by Roya Taniguchi. And right now, he has about 95 minutes to go to play with a yellow card on his back.
Well, he played for DPMM back in the 2018 season here in Singapore. Made 5 appearances for them in that campaign. Back in the squad for this Singapore Premier League season. Only played 11 minutes prior to his start here. First start of the campaign for him and his first yellow card there. Far shot. No, that was a late challenge from Joshua Pereira. The referee just playing the advantage. Quite rightly bringing it back. And there's an argument to be made here by Brunei DPMM. They'll ask the question, well, if you booked Abdul Haris, where's the card for Joshua Pereira? Because he was late.
I think this was also a yellow card offense. Right in the middle of the field. Najib Tarif is still pushing for the yellow card.
And just a talking to for the Geylang captain, Joshua Pereira. Farshan No has been busy, and even McAllister has gone on to the 4th official, Oswin Rosero, to say, well, hang on. You can see exactly what he's saying. He's actually pointing to Joshua Pereira, and he's pointing to his own player, saying, you gave us a yellow card there. And what's the reasoning behind that? Looking for some consistency with decision-making.
He's still pointing.
He is still. I mean, the 4th official, as we know, in the world of football, is just there to try and placate.
Yeah, just to mediate things.
That's right. The coaches is just more of a listening ear. Well, the referee, Sulfika Mustafa, does tend to keep his cards in his pocket. As far as I know, might have been in an offside position, but the flag continues to stay down. It goes just wide, and it will be a goal kick.
Geylang International will look to build up the whole game, trying to play with, at this point of time, you look at their position with 3 at the back, and with Iqbal and Roya Tanaguchi tucking in, providing that support in that half space, small little pockets there.
Taniguchi have to build again here, Geylang International. Clever play from Doi. Still with Tomoyuki Doi. Finally with Bezakor, it's a beautiful pass. Breaks through that defense into Iqbal, and now Moski had to be alert. That's good positive goalkeeping from Christian Nalmoski.
Good anticipation from the number 1, realizing that he has that a bit of pace for him to just be reaching it first before Iqbal Hussain.
Right idea there from Shake Hamza, but just needed a bit more whip on it.
Yeah, a bit more pace as well with that curved ball in.
Geylang International are well capable of getting the goals. They've scored 43 of them in the 12 matches prior to this one.
It's scary that they have scored 43, but they are in only 3rd position with about 7-8 points away from the top.
7 points behind Land City Sailors, and they are 9 points behind BG Tampines at the top of the standings. There's Oliveira again from range. Simple enough save for Rudy Kairola. Well, just going back to the fact that they've scored so many goals, they've got a great goal scorer in Tomoyuki Doi, 18 for the season. The problem has been the fact that they've had too many draws. They've been in comfortable winning positions. They've had that advantage. And on too many occasions this campaign, they've allowed opposition sides to get back into it.
If they don't allow opponents to get back, they look to score tons of goals in one particular match.
That's good from Iqbal. Well, you wonder what could have been for Geylang International. Still very early stages of the campaign, of course. I think they'll be happy with where they are in 3rd place, especially considering that they don't exactly have a great squad. There's not much depth in there, but they've got really good quality in their starting 11. And it's showing with the goals that they've scored. They just haven't been able to get as many wins as I think they would have liked.
Out of the 6 draws that they had, I'm pretty sure they could have won at least 4 of them. And that is an additional 8 points.
Here's Doi. Namoski there again. Did he get to the ball first? Doesn't matter anyway, because the decision is offside.
Well, those are the type of decisions that Namoski had to make. He had to jump in, had to really be brave enough to get stuck in. I think it's the fall now. That's the one hurting him. Tomoyuki Doi is up, ready to go.
Another look at this, Hide.
Ooh,
that's close, isn't it?
Really, really close. I don't think we can see anything from here, but let's look at the courage and bravery from Namoski.
Well, both players in that situation having to go for it, right?
It's 50-50, ball is up in the air. Both of them had all the right to just put their body on the line to see which one of them got to the ball first. And I think stoppages like this works in favor of Brunei DPMM. Geylang International not getting in that momentum, that rhythm that they want, and it affects their gameplay in general.
So it was looked at by the VAR, just 50-50, as we called it, no penalty. offside is the decision anyway. So on we go. Well, you mentioned those draws for Geylang International and results that it could have actually turned into wins.
Yeah.
One of them was actually against Brunei DPMM in the 3-all in the first meeting between these sides. They were leading in that game, 3-1. DPMM were playing with 10 players, and they allowed DPMM to get back into it and pick up the point. And also recently against Balestier Khalsa, where they were leading 3-0.
Yeah.
Balestier had Tajali sent off, playing with 10, and somehow they allowed Balestier to come away with a point. It was thrilling for us, really entertaining, a 4-all draw. But I think as a coach, you're just tearing your hair out.
It wasn't that long ago. It was just three matches ago. I mean, I think Mount Noali is still trying to solve that issue. You can tell your players, you got to manage the game better, but how do you exactly do it, right? You have to put it into the field for them to work and really make them understand you're in a leading position, you're in a good position to get those 3 points. Just stop making the small mistakes that you do.
Well, I just had a look at some of those possession numbers there. Geylang International bossing it, more than 60% possession. But it's also, we talk about stats, we talk about those possession numbers, also a sign of the game state. DPMM with the lead, protecting that goal, and they're quite happy to just sit back a little bit more here.
They got what they wanted, an early goal, and now it forces Geylang to move forward. It's overhead cross by Vincent Bezakor.
Sakimi gets it back to Orikwan. Sloppy there. He's put Najib under pressure. We'll be grateful to his teammate for winning that back for his side.
This is the one that Brunei DPM has to eradicate. There's little mistakes at the back. I think all 4 of them at the back are not really good technically on the ball. So let's not overcomplicate things. Let's do the simple things, pass and support, and get rid of the ball to the midfielders or to the strikers as far and as quickly as possible.
A mistake there from Nazri Ayman, puts it straight out for the throw-in. But just there, Geylang were looking to try and play a longer pass over the top. It was good reading of the game from Yura Andraputra, tracking the run of Tomoyuki Doi, dropping off nice and early. Pereira. Akmal. Joshua Pereira. To Akmal. Haria. And if Farhan concedes a corner. Is there a danger here, though, Hide, that DPMM are dropping off a little bit too deep, allowing Geylang International a little bit too much time in possession?
You know what Geylang is capable of. They have a lot of off-the-ball runs by Vincent Bezakor, by Roya Tanaguchi, as well as runs behind the defense by Tomoyuki Doi. They have those abilities to play those balls behind as well. So, I mean, it's still too early to defend this deep, I feel. But sometimes you just have to suffer a little bit, hang on to it.
Bezakor. Chipped in. Vincent Bezakor. That's Keto Haria. Stretching out for that header. Didn't have control of it.
Oh, Keto Haria was up in the air alone, but he wasn't really up high enough for him to hit the ball to goal. There was pressure as well by one of the DPMM players.
Now, Geylang coming into this game off the back of a 3-0 win against the Young Lions in their last SPL outing. A welcome win for Geylang, that being the only victory in the last 4 league matches. Draws against BG Tampines and Balestier Khalsa, coming before a 1-0 defeat to Hougang United, which ended their unbeaten start to the season. They're keen here to try and make it back-to-back victories. They have to find a way through. Fashano to Oliveira. Cuts it back to Fashano. Hanif Farhan. And a couple of massive errors there in attack by DPMM. What an opportunity. A far shot. No, you don't expect a miss like that from him. And then Hanif Farah, I think, just had a bit of a nosebleed, perhaps. Too excited that he was in a position where he might have gone on the score sheet.
Huge chance, Brunei DPMM. It would be really more comfortable for them if either one of them converted those chances. But again, you look at the build-up. Let's look at this replay again. Good work by Miguel Oliveira just to get ahead, a bit of acceleration. He had nobody marking him. He had to take a step back to get the ball, but somebody from other player of his quality, you need him to at least connect with the ball from those distance.
Should have been his first goal of the season. Still with DPMM. Cruz gets to the rebound. That's composure from Cruz.
Oh, wow.
That he couldn't find the finish. 3 good chances in quick succession for DPMM.
Julio Cruz, again, realizes there was a lot of defenders in front of him, waited to create that space for himself, but I think he just decided to chip it over rather than just give it a good hot shot.
Taniguchi. Pereira. Hits it back from Akmal. Strange decision there from Joshua Pereira. Good Bezucot under pressure, and eventually they give it away. Pereira has done well to recover it. Tezuka. Taniguchi. There's Tezuka. Oliveira. Working hard defensively as well. Moving over to cut out that pass.
With how Geylang is setting up, and as well as the amount of possession that they have, it forces DPMM to defend in a back 6 at times.
Bezucot. Lovely weight on that pass to Taniguchi. Doi! Well, some big chances here for both these sides.
Really exciting 22 minutes here, Roshan. 3 quick chances by Brunei DPMM here. What a ball by Vincent Bezucot, just over the defense. Taniguchi just playing it to space. Doi again flying in, not getting any connection at all.
Two goals for Tomoki Doi against the Young Lions last time out. 18 for the season. Top scorer for his club, top scorer in the Singapore Premier League. And header from Sakuma. He did well to get to it under pressure. I just couldn't keep it down.
That corner kick brought me back to the exact same match between Geylang and Brunei DPMM in Brunei, where Rio Sakuma was given, I think, 2 or 3 chances in the same position, and this time around he got to the ball first. And it's again something DPMM has to be really careful about.
Cruz. Good first time pass to Oliveira. Chipped in for Hakimi. Sakuma with the defensive header. Possession back with the away side. Farshad Noor. Cross from Najib is easy for Rudy Kairola to gather. An opportunity for Rudy Kairola as well to fight for a place in the Singapore international side.
Well, we were just mentioning it.
Another option.
Yeah. I think he's always been the second choice in many of the teams that he has gone to. this time around. I think the big mistake caused Hyrule to be out of the first 11, and I think ever since he came in, he's been stable. Nothing extravagant, but he's been stable. He's been decent as well.
Yeah, he hasn't really had a consistent run of starts for most of the clubs he's played for, Rudy Kairola. Had 12 matches in goal for Palesa Khalsa back in 2022. And also 18 appearances for Home United back in 2018. And getting a run of games with Geylang. Here's Bezukhor. And great vision from Vincent Bezukhor. Trying to pick out Taniguchi and found him. Keeping up the pressure here, Geylang International.
The bench from DPMM now trying to direct. Let's look at this again. Similar ball to the same player as well. Taniguchi on the left-hand side. A lot of elegance from Bezukhor.
That's just lifted into the area. Again, it's Ryo Sakuma. Real concern here.
Yeah.
For DPMM from the set pieces.
He could be third time lucky when the next one comes along.
Scored for Geylang in the first meeting between these two sides. Nakyudin Yunus, who scored the opener the last time they met in the Singapore Premier League, is on the bench this evening. It's the turn of the away side now to try and cause an issue for Geylang International with a free kick of their own. And close to halfway, as far as Chardonnay takes it down well. That's it back from Oliveira. There's Hanif Farhan. Takes the ball into the box. Rudy Kairola commanding in the air once more. Looking for the counter here. Najib was there for DPMM. And Bezukhor deciding to just let it run out for a throw-in. Quickly taken though. Shakir. Taniguchi. There's Pereira. Enough time and space to step forward with it. Well, they've won a free kick in a good position here. This is dangerous for DPMM because Geylang International have got good quality from these areas of the pitch.
Again, Iqbal Hussain coming in from the right-hand side in that half space, cutting into his left foot and drawing a foul from Najib. You have Doi, you have Taniguchi, you have Bezukhor as well.
Now Bezukhor is there. Taniguchi has vacated the premises. He's been told to go stand in the wall. Or just in front of the wall, rather. So it's between Tomoyuki Doi and Vincent Bezukhor.
I do think it's going to only one player over there.
It's Tomoyuki Doi. Well, he pretty much wants to take everything. Does that cause an issue amongst his teammates? Does that cause an issue for the coach? How do you deal with the player like that? He's contributing with the goals, but does he want to do a little bit too much?
He has the ability as well. I mean, you can't deny or take away that fact that he has a dead ball ability as well. But if he consistently takes those kind of shots for a few games, I think he has to be relegated now and give it back to Taniguchi or even Bezako, who I think should be more consistent.
It'll be interesting as well in terms of how you actually have that conversation with Doi, but that's what coaches get paid for.
Yeah.
It is part of the job.
Well, sometimes when you have facts, like you have videos to show that over the last 5 free kicks, you have scored 3 points in a rugby game for all 5 of them. It's quite easy to just tell him, "Now you're off with free kick duties now, you give it to somebody else."
Orikwan. That's Hakimi. Our first touch that worked out very well for him. Well, nicely done by DPMM on the right. A beautiful play. Oliveira to Cruz. What a goal! An incredible team goal from Brunei DPMM. They slice right through Geylang International. That was just beautiful football from Brunei DPMM. And finished off by Julio Cruz, up to 5 goals for the season.
This is something that we saw in the first maybe 2 games of the season by Brunei DPMM. A lot of fluid movement up front. Again, you have quality players, and Miguel Oliveira making those runs. He's fast, he's quick, and he's smart enough to play an easy ball for Julio Cruz. He's just there, sliding in, similar to what Doi did early on, but this time around he managed to put it into the goal. And Brunei DPMM have defended well. They have counter-attacked well. And at this point of time, I think they've maybe just 2 chances, 3 opportunities, and they've scored 2 goals. And that shows how efficient they are as well.
We're not even exaggerating here to say that it actually could be more. Remember Farshad Noor earlier as well with that chance. And that is the first goal in the SPL for Julio Cruz since the 5th of July. Scored for DPMM in a 4-2 defeat to Ballistic Khalsa. Up to 5 goals. Joining Oliveira as the top scorers for Brunei DPMM. Playing some very tidy football in possession. Cruz not happy with the referee. He's having a go. And Mohammad Zulfikar Mustafa. And it's been a good game of football, hasn't it? It's been really intriguing. Geylang International have had a lot of the ball, but Brunei DPMM have looked very dangerous in those short spells of possession. Shake. Doi leaves it. Najib with the clearance. That should be a foul. Taniguchi on Najib Tarif. It was a late challenge.
Doi just letting it go, and it was more of the momentum of Taniguchi, just both of them coming together.
I think Taniguchi's having a complaint to the referee there, saying that there was a swing of the arm from Najib Tarif. It will be looked at, but you're going to have to really slow down the replay. There was a coming together there. Taniguchi is also saying there was a leg out. McAllister, I think he'll be really pleased with what he's seen from his side.
Yeah, lovely. I think tactically he has won this battle. They have defended well. They really need to be really careful in 1v1 situations because Geylang have much better players in attack against their defense, the back 4. But all in all, they have been efficient. They have, of course, they have scored 2 goals. Geylang needs to do more, needs to be better, especially in their attacking third. They are not finding those solutions. They are not creating enough up front. Their timing is a little bit off for certain runs that they should make.
Oliveira. Oh, gets it away up to Farshad Noor. Spins away from Haria. Sakuma there on the cover. Well, DPMM without a win in the SPL since the 25th of May. Their last outing was at 0-0 draw at home to Albirex Niigata Singapore. No wins for them in the last 9 league games. 6 defeats, 3 draws in that run. As Bezako was fouled in midfield. The issue for them in that match against Albirex was the inability to finish off. They created chances in that game, but they just couldn't quite put them away.
There's two hard workers in the team, number 4 Hanif and also 16.
Oh, Taniguchi has gone down in the area. Initial decision is no penalty. There's a nice pass from Haria and a good first touch from Ryoya Taniguchi. Check going on in the background. Well, he's gone down, he's clutching his shoulder again. He's had that shoulder issue. He picked up a shoulder injury against PG Tampines. Have a look at this.
Yeah, he landed on his left shoulder and straight away he was holding his left shoulder. Yep. Ooh. Yeah, sometimes when there's been a previous injury at the same spot, anything slight can also trigger the injury back again, that relapse back again.
That's a concern for Mano Ali. Taniguchi went off against BG Tampines. He was tackled in midfield, I remember, by Irfan Najib. Went over on his shoulder and had to leave. Here's another look at this. Hide, penalty here.
Ooh. I'm not sure if it started outside the penalty box or maybe just on the line.
Well, let's hope he's going to be okay to continue. Might have just been the impact there of the fall on his shoulder for Taniguchi. There isn't going to be a penalty. The reasoning behind that was, as you said, Hide, there was some initial contact, but it did happen outside of the box. And it wasn't enough. Anyway. Challenge didn't carry on into the area. Iqbal. Pereira tried to give it to Iqbal. That's Tezuka. Quick to win it back. Pereira. Loose pass from Joshua Pereira. Been a few of those from him already this evening. That came to Rudy Karula very quickly. Cruz. Hakimi. Hakimi! Oh, flag has gone up for offside. He's done his part. He's finished it. So this will be looked at.
He was at the most outer part of the line, right? The Hakimi. He had tons of time to look across and to see if he's. Nope. He's definitely onside. A good finish as well. First touch, second touch, opened his body up. And going to the far post. It should be 3-0 to Brunei DPMM. Really comfortable as well.
Well, looking at that replay, it's nicely slowed down as well. It looked like he was onside, Hakimi. And it is a goal. It's awarded 3-0 to Brunei DPMM. Hakimi Yazid with his third goal of the season. Geylang International being taken apart here by the visitors.
Vincent or Bezako just calling his teammates in, maybe to have a chat in the middle of the field now while Brunei DPMM is celebrating. Yep, again, look at the timing of that run. I think, 1 yard onside. Hakimi Yazid really being cool. He had two players to choose from. In the end, him being a striker, being a little bit selfish there and getting the rewards of it as well. 3-0.
Yep. I'm not sure many would have expected this coming to this match, especially with the sort of form Brunei DPMM have been in. Yurandra Putra. Offside anyway, going against Geylang International. Well, here, DPMM have been very happy to play on the transitions, and they've been very efficient and effective in those counter-attacking moments.
To do that well, you have to also defend well first, and they have been doing that, limiting chances, limiting that space for Geylang International to occupy and penetrate. And they have been aggressive in midfield, and that's hugely important with Abdul Haris and Hanif Farhan there. That creates that platform for the attacking players to do their thing in the attacking third.
Shodai Nishikawa with an equalizer in the 36th minute for Tanjung Pagar United against the Young Lions. And it's one over the top for Cruz to chase. Strong play from Rio Sakuma. Well, that
ball being played over the top for Julio Cruz, just not having that pace to out-sprint Rio Sakuma.
Just a stoppage there. So Namoski gets his laces tied by Norikwan Othman.
I think that's the fastest I've seen Namoski sprint all season long.
Maybe goalkeepers should go and wear Velcro boots.
Yeah,
as some of the kids do, the young kids.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of innovation now with socks. Why not we go with a Velcro pair of boots?
Tongue in cheek, of course. Haria. Tezuka. Sakma. Haria. Good weight on that diagonal for Taniguchi.
Good defending as well by Najib Tarif, just being in front of Taniguchi, using the pace of the ball, and realizing that Taniguchi had only one thing to do, was to play it back straight away. He didn't have time to control it.
It's been hit away by Cruz. Up in the air to challenge Iqbal. I think he's going to be offside here, Oliveira. The flag continues to stay down, takes it all the way. Misses anyway, but yeah, he was offside as that was played. The Young Lions back in the lead. Entering East, Danish Qayyum in the 41st, getting the go-ahead goal.
Geylang looking really out of sorts here. Yeah, he was offside, no doubt about it as well, especially when we were looking at it live from our angle.
Brunei DPMM will also be entering a team into the 24-25 Brunei Super League season. There'll be potentially a few players involved representing the club in that competition.
Akimiyaz is just not giving the ball back to Geylang after the foul was committed. I think at this point, everything that doesn't go Geylang's way will add more to the frustrations.
Well, a minimum of 3 minutes to be added on. What a first half this has been for Brunei DPMM. Played to perfection. Geylang International have been stunned by what they've come up against. Offer nothing much in attack really to trouble. Now Moski only been called into action on a couple of occasions, the DPMM goalkeeper. They've had a lot of the ball, but they've not been able to do too much with it.
It ends with the moment they go into the attacking third, Geylang International. The spaces between defense, safe line, and also the midfield line has been really, really small and close for DPMM. Every ball through, there has been two players double teaming.
Here is Joy. Goes to Iqbal. More frustration for Geylang International. Julio Cruz has stayed down here, clutching his head. Might need some treatment.
Game management at play. Or gamesmanship at play.
Well, let's hope it is just that, not something serious for Julio Cruz. Was involved in a collision there with Rio Sakuma.
Well, Brunei has looked fit, fresh, sharp throughout the first half. Can't really say the same for Geylang International. This is the one. Yeah. Rio Sakuma was maybe slicing his forearm against the head of Julio Cruz.
He should be okay to continue.
Yep.
Julio Cruz. There was no striking action there from Sakuma, as that was reviewed. So no further action will be taken. It's been cleared. A shake of the head from Hide Kamis here.
Well, this is part of the game. And this is absolutely beautiful to see because you're 3-0 up. You want to go into halftime with the same score line. I do think there's nothing wrong with that. But yep, he's up and running, back on the field again.
Bezuko. Pereira. Oh, there won't be any Geylang players looking to try and stay down for too long. Oh, look at that. Diagonal from Tezuka into Taniguchi. Stretches the pitch. Gets Geylang going forward. Over the head of Doi. It's with Bezuko. Now, we've seen a number of comebacks this season already in the Singapore Premier League. Geylang International themselves have been victims of comebacks from sides against them. They'll need to muster up a comeback of their own in the second half. Cruz is well late go into that challenge, and there will be a yellow card. It's a really silly yellow card to take. And Pereira's just there, more frustration, and he really didn't need to get involved, Joshua Pereira.
Oh, wow, things are getting out of hand. Yeah, that was late. Yellow card offense, so no need for that. But Joshua Pereira just losing his cool there, coming in straight to Julio Cruz. There was shoving happening in that little scuffle.
There's a yellow card for Joshua Pereira as well for his reaction. Look at this. Just lost his cool for the moment there, Joshua Pereira. Nothing going right for Geylang International. Third yellow card of the season for Joshua Pereira.
I think psychologically, DPMM is controlling Geylang International now as well. With the time wasting, it gets to the staff, it gets to the players, and these small little things are not going to help Geylang International at all. So they need to calm down. They need to understand that they still have 45 minutes of football to be played. Do they have quality to score 3 goals? Absolutely.
Well, first yellow card of the season for Julio Cruz as the referee blows for half-time here at Jalan Besar. What a first half it has been for Brunei DPMM. They blitzed Geylang International, scored 3 brilliant goals, and have controlled proceedings here and really frustrated the home. Kobayashi in the 6th minute of a short corner routine, unmarked in the area there, and punished Tanjung Pagar with that header. Tanjung Pagar though would get the equalizer. Shodai Nishikawa in the 36th minute with a good finish after that run in behind. Raul Suhaimi picking up that pass and delivering a cross all the way to the far side of the penalty area for Danish Qayyum to make it 2-1 to the Young Lions. More football in the Singapore Premier League coming your way tomorrow. Albrecht Segata Singapore up against the Lion City Sailors. That match taking place at Jurong East Stadium. Kickoff at 6 p.m. Coverage of that fixture beginning from 5:30 p.m. Go away for another break, and when we come back, we will have the second half of football here, coming to you live from Jalan Besar Stadium as Geylang International look to try and claw back at that deficit. They are 3-0 down against Brunei DPMM. Welcome back to Jalan Besar Stadium. If you're just joining us, yes, nothing wrong with your picture on your screen. Nothing wrong with the graphics there. Brunei DPMM are indeed leading by 3-0 against Geylang International. Miguel Oliveira with the open in the 5th minute. Julio Cruz scoring his 5th goal of the season in the 32nd minute to make it 2-0. And then Hakimi Yazid in the 38th, making it 3 to the away side, who was so efficient, so effective, just 35% possession in that first half, but they were deadly in the transitions into attack, doing a lot of damage to Geylang International. We'll have to come up with some sort of response here in this second 45, and they've made a change in personnel. Marcelo Zico Schwa is on for his 11th appearance of the season. All 11 of those appearances have come from off the bench. He's on for Akmal Azman. So the right back coming off for Geylang International. I'll leave the tactical side of things to my color commentator, Hide Kamis, for this one. Hide,
Well,
what can we expect from Geylang?
Geylang is definitely going to change to a back three. They're going to push Zikos up, play beside Tomoyuki Doi to press or either 2v2 situation and also to attack and occupy the two center backs, which allows Tanaguchi and Iqbal Hussein to be coming in and hopefully not have the two center backs pinning on them as well. So not so sure if it works unless space is being given by Brunei DPMM. They need to try something at least at this point of time. For Brunei, just keep on doing what they have been doing in the first half.
Would it have been an easy team talk for McAllister?
No, I
doing
don't
it
think
halftime
so
break?
well. I'm pretty sure he would be thinking there would be changes for Geylang International. He has to think about how to adapt that tactical changes as well. And again, you can't really be complacent. They are big scorers of the league. Geylang International, they have quality players up front. They get one goal, early goal. The game is going to be much more interesting as well.
It finished 3-3 the last time these two sides met. Just need the 3 from Geylang International on this occasion to match that scoreline. Here's Doi, Iqbal. Oh, he had a couple of options in there. Zico Stra was waiting. Iqbal, I think, went for goal.
It looked like a toe poke from my angle, and didn't really get into any sort of direction that he wanted. Not troubling the goalkeeper, not on target. Let's look at it. Yeah, it was a toe poke. He just wanted to play to the far post. Didn't come off there.
That's touched on by Farshad Noor. Haria. 2 headers in a row from him. Tezuka. Now looks for Doi in his run into that channel between Najib and Norikwan. Gets to it. Back to Iqbal. Here's Joshua Pereira. Picked up a yellow card in that first half for his reaction to the challenge that Julio Cruz put in on Tezuka. Nazri Ayman into Hakimi. Beautiful pass with the outside of his boot into Farshad Noor. Hakimi. Oliveira has made a good run from the inside out. That's collected by Rudy Kairola. Couldn't really do too much with the 3 goals he conceded, Rudy Kairola. It's won well in midfield by Abdul Haris.
He's been tremendous this game, Abdul Haris. He's been a workhorse. He's been winning the challenges, winning the balls in midfield as well.
Hakimi, chance to go on another one of those trademark runs. No end product on this occasion. Taniguchi comes away in midfield. Iqbal, Doi. Doi goes for goal. Didn't catch it cleanly, and again, he had options. He had Bezuko on the outside of him. He had Zico Strua attacking the far post. Decided to go for goal himself.
I think the pass from Iqbal was off. He had to it was backwards, and Doi had to turn and to take that shot. But again, he had that space on the left-hand side for Zico Strua. Look how frustrated he is, or that he was.
Bezuko on the other, making around the outside as well.
Exactly. It was 4 against 3. Numerical advantage over there for Geylang International. Abdul Haris is down. Not sure what it is for him.
I put in a really good challenge in midfield earlier. Might need to make a change. Which would be a shame for a young player. Abdul Haris Hirman, who is making just his 3rd appearance this season, his first start. Having to do with the absence of Azwan Ali, who's suspended, and Gabriel Gama also out of the matchday squad. So he's gone with Hanif Farhan and Abdul Haris Hirman in central midfield, and it's worked out well.
Yeah. I think these two guys are basically working for the team in midfield. They're covering the ground, they're running across, putting those challenges in, winning those balls in midfield. And no disrespect to Azwan Ali, he's just a different type of player, right? He's not as aggressive as these two players, and maybe it is what Brunei needs for their attacking players to flourish as well.
Well, a lot of experience coming on for Brunei DPMM here, as Abdul Haris Hirman is unable to continue. The 36-year-old Azwan Saleh is on in central midfield. Azwan Saleh making his 6th appearance of the season. He's only featured for 67 minutes prior to coming on here. It's a ball in, and Taniguchi was waiting to pounce at the back post. Important touch there off his head, Nazri Ayman.
Well, I do hope that during the halftime, the marking responsibilities in corner kicks have been sorted out by Brunei DPMM technical staff.
It's gone into the area. Well, it's not a delivery from the corner that has been won by a Geylang International player.
And it's always that person who has more run up towards the ball after it's being delivered. It was Rio in the first half, and this time around, look at how far Keto Hereya was running up to it. He gained an advantage. There was a push. There was a shoving in the penalty box.
I saw Zico Strua just go down in the area. In the meantime, Kieran Teo has made it 3-1 to the Young Lions there against Tanjung Pagar United. So the delay here just for that check challenge on Salios Zico Strua. Bezuko. There's Pereira. Haria. Haven't lost to DPMM in 4 SPL meetings. They did lose to them last season in the Cup. Forsha not with a challenge. Referee plays the advantage. It's Taniguchi. It's a good effort. Punched away by Naumovski.
Both teams really fired up now. Reaction save. Good reaction save from Naumovski here.
Look at this run from Bezuko. Goes down in the box. Referee is not interested. Did well to get past Najib Tarif. Sakuma. Iqbal. 4 in the box to aim for. One of them is Zico Straw, just over his head.
They're looking to get the goal as early as possible. They have sent crosses, multiple crosses in from Iqbal's side. They put numbers in the box as well, but the crosses are not hitting the mark.
Space for Tezuka to turn in midfield. Taniguchi. Shakir. That's a good first-time cross, and that really could have gone anywhere. Out for a goal kick is the call from the referee.
Good overlapping run by Shakir Hamza. Good ball as well. Last touch came off. There's a call for a goal kick. Technical staff of Brunei DPMM just telling the players to push up a little bit more because of the gaps and spaces being afforded to Geylang International.
We have seen DPMM at times this season struggle with the intensity of play in the second half of matches. They've got enough of a cushion here, 3 goals.
Yeah.
It's a long way back for Geylang International. We'll have to just look at it as a process, step by step. We need to get on the score sheet first of all.
Look at it as a 15-minute block. Usually that's what coaches do. Was there? Yeah, there was a elbow to the back of the head.
Rekwan looking for Cruz.
You can see the intention. It's lack accuracy there.
Almost a loose touch there from Haria. Farshano just stopped with the pressure, which allowed him to get a pass out to Sakuma. Geylang the opportunity to get forward here. Iqbal to Taniguchi. The support arriving from Shakir Hamza. Goes with a cross of his own. Good accuracy on that delivery from Taniguchi. Found Doi. His header going just wide.
They are creating chances. They are getting ahead in terms of being present in the penalty box. Geylang International. Taniguchi just going back to his right foot. Made the cross in to his teammate Doi. Again, a difficult position for him to guide the ball into the goal, or at least on target.
Hakimi. Around the corner for Cruz. Right through that midfield. Look at that from Cruz into Hakimi. At the time that very well, Rudy Kairola. It's good goalkeeping from him to deny Hakimi Yazid from getting another for DPMM.
Absolutely brilliant from Julio Cruz. Just holding on to the ball, using his body to screen it off. Waited for the run as well.
It's the combination play in possession from DPMM. It's been excellent. And if Farhan just gets it away, anywhere will do.
Sometimes it's all about the confidence, Roshan. I think you're losing games. You haven't had your wins in a long time, but you find yourself in a really comfortable position right now. You've scored 1 goal. Things are really taking off for you, and you can try anything. It will pay off.
Coming up against a very deep defensive block here. Geylang International looking to be very creative in how they try and break through, and it has to be. Those dummies and step overs. Quick 1 and 2 touch football. But it has to be so precise, and it has to be played at a pace. Which is the difficult thing. And it's always easier, Hide, isn't it, to just destroy rather than to create.
Because a lot of factors come into play, and I think the most important factor is timing. Timing, you can't really teach it. You can't really educate it. You just have to feel it and keep on doing it. With that experience, you understand when you're going to play, when you're going to hold.
It's almost the same as how easy it is to criticize rather than to create. Oliveira. Farshad. Again, looking for those combinations there. Farshad and Hakimi exchanging passes, and they've won a free kick here.
Again, I think it's the confidence of the team right now, just flowing through everyone. Look at this. Just, I don't know. I think before this one, they had like maybe 3 or 4 combinations between the two of them. Tezuka. Was it Tezuka? Yeah. Just bringing down Farshad.
Quick enough to get it away before the challenge came in. I know it's probably a necessary change-up for McAllister with the selection here, and with Farshad playing a little bit further forward. But it seems to be something that's worked out pretty well for DPMM, and I wonder if he might consider it going forward as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think the two combination of players in the central area, the profile for them is hardworking, aggression, winning the ball, and protecting the front, or rather the defensive four.
The problem that McAllister might have, though, is when Gama comes back and he's fit enough, and Azwan Ali, how do you sort of try and find that balance with the three of Farshad in there as well? This one will go out for a goal kick, so we can continue with that conversation.
Let's see how they set up for the next game.
You almost feel like right now, as you mentioned, they've got a destroyer in Hanif Farhan, who works incredibly hard. And that could allow Farshad to push a little bit further forward. He has been playing deeper. He's sort of been playing that destroyer role for DPMM. And you wonder at times whether Azwan Ali, does he give enough going forward? Does he give as much as someone like Farshad would?
Farshad makes runs. That's what he's good at. His physical presence as well. And he's really competitive. You know, he pushes his teammates. Sometimes he scolds them as well.
Here's Hakimi, still with Hakimi! DPMM have made it 4-0. You go on and celebrate that, Hakimi. It's well deserved. What a run, what a finish. His 4th of the season.
Absolutely brilliant by this player. Again, we haven't seen him on form for a really long time. Hakimi has it from the left side. 1 player, 2 players. Third one coming. There was a confusion over there, but look at Keto Haria just again not putting his distances right. He could have been there, maybe just 1 step forward. Not even putting his body on the line when he was taking that shot. Keto Haria and Hakimi Yazid getting that reward for Brunei DPMM and himself. A hugely important one. At this point of time, I think the game is, you still have 30 more minutes to go, but looking at how things are and have been over the last 60, it doesn't look like things are going well for Geylang International.
This is a real masterclass in how to do a lot with very little possession.
Yeah, exactly. You need quality. You need a bit of good mentality as well, and of course a bit of luck.
Geylang are in here. Gonna pull one back. It's been a change in the meantime. They have gotten one back. Tomoyuki Doi with his 19th of the season. Nakiri Yunus has just come on for rebound, and he's made an impact there with his contribution towards that goal for Geylang International. It's 4-1. Now, let's see if this is the start of something special from the home side.
I think that's what's missing over the last 60 minutes for Geylang International. Something to be breaking the lines or making runs behind the defense for Geylang International. That's what exactly Nakidin did. That a lot of calmness from Tanaguchi to be able to pick his own player up. A lot of red in there, just playing it in for Tomoyuki Doi to finish. If you look at the back four of Brunei DPMM, personally, I would think that Najib Tarif would be the weakest link. And when at the start, Iqbal was being played at that side, Iqbal will never be running behind Najib Tarif. He's always going to be coming short. For Nakiuddin, he likes it behind. He likes to run and trouble the fullback.
That's that different profile of player.
Yeah,
As you mentioned, Iqbal likes it into his feet and to create from there, whereas Nakiuddin's got that pace and that willingness to run in behind. So I'll ask a different question of this DPMM defense, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And again, Najib Tarif is 36 years old. If he makes, or the winger makes his life difficult for 60 minutes, he's going to tire out. He's going to make mistakes. And look, he's running at him now.
Oh, still with Doi! Tomoyuki Doi! Oh, wow, it's 4-2! He's got another one! Oh, the flag is up! The flag is up! Potentially could be offside here. But once more, it comes from Nakiuddin Yunus running at Najib Tarif. There goes the wag of the finger. He was really composed there, Tomoyuki Doi. Kept his cool, and he's hoping that is his 20th of the season.
That first goal that happened, and let's look at this again before we talk about that. There's no way that Tomoyuki Doi is offside.
Not from here.
The second one.
Oh, that's close, isn't it?
I don't think it's offside. I don't think it's offside.
It is the flick on from Zico Chua.
Let's kick. If we can look at it at another angle, or maybe slow it down a little for us to analyze.
It needs to be that second point of contact. No issue with the cross from Nakiuddin. It's that second phase where Zico Chua flicks it on.
Let's look at it again.
Yep, he's on.
Yep, he's on. The goal has been given here as well by the referee.
Confirmation that the decision is a goal. No, someone might have gotten a little bit too excited there with the big screen here at the stadium. We're still waiting for confirmation again.
Well, for Brunei, I'm just playing the devil's advocate here. For Brunei, the first goal should have been a warning sign for them. And you need to really defend better. No, it's a goal.
Wow, listen to that roar. I think it's safe to say now that the comeback could be on here.
Again, they have quality. They have changes being made by Noali by bringing Nakiuddin Yunus came exactly at the right time to start the comeback.
And there'll be nerves now for Brunei DPMM and for McAllister.
They were in control, even though they don't have a lot of possession of the ball. They were in control. They scored 4 absolutely good goals as well.
Taniguchi, heavy first touch.
We are at the age of our seats, Roshan. You can feel the atmosphere from the stadium, from the fans now, that something is going to happen.
Absolutely electric here, Jalan Besar. This is why you come down and watch these matches at the stadium. Once you're there, especially at a venue like this, where there's no running track around the ground, you're close to the action. You get to see how quick it actually is for these players and how good they are in certain situations. And you get a real feel for the electricity in the stands.
Manage the game. I think both sides have to manage the game now, especially DPMM. No, there's no need for you to rush. Stay compact, even when you are in possession of the ball.
Hakimi to Cruz. He's onside. Big save for Rudy Karula. Flag goes up.
But it does look like he was offside. I was looking at the assistant referee again. They had to wait. Oh,
Again, it's another close one. Doesn't put it away though. So no chance of a review. Shakir Hamza. Taniguchi. Oh, it's a late challenge there from Oliveira. Referee's playing the advantage. Oh, there's been a reaction from Taniguchi. I don't think the referee quite saw that reaction from Taniguchi off the ball. And the fourth official will be telling him about it. VAR will be as well.
I just no idea why professional players are reacting that way. You know, you have a game to play still.
Bezakor. Doi. Well, he had to get to that, Yurandra Putra. The setup is absolutely brilliant here.
But personally, haven't done any games that have this amount of excitement.
I think there's a good chance you have. There's probably been so many that
it feels the same.
It feels the same. It's excitement almost all the time. That's been swung in. Hakimi with the first header.
I think this is where Brunei DPMM must utilize that gamemanship, waste a little bit of time, get the rhythm out of and momentum out of Geylang International, walk to take the throw in, win free kicks, waste a bit more time.
I mean, Geylang have been involved in some cracking games already this season. A 4-all against Balestier recently. That was a 5-3 win against Tanjung Pagar. They had to come from behind there to win that one. There was that 3-all against DPMM. There was also that 4-all against VG Tampines in the first Eastern Derby of the season. Bezakor, Zico Strua, Taniguchi, Bezakor! Oh. Just loses his balance there. Vincent Bezakor couldn't apply the finishing touch.
Look at it again. Bezakor receiving the pass, first touch, a bit too far out, not having that balance.
Nakiuddin. Twisting and turning. Hanif Farhan had to be there with the clearance. DPMM are going to be making a change soon. And it looks like it's going to be Hanif Farhan who will be coming off. Interesting one here. Oh, have they changed their minds? Is it still going to be Hanif? Yes, it is. And it's the 25-year-old Naziruddin Ismail who's going to be coming on for Hanif Farhan. Interesting change here.
Yeah. Tactically, I'm not sure how it's going to work. Could be Farshad Noor coming back, partnering Azwan Saleh in midfield. Yep, looks like it. Thumbs up from Farshad Noor. And Naziruddin will be playing on, could be playing on the left-hand side. We have Hakimi Yazid tucking into the middle. Yeah, it looks like it as well. Now, if Naziruddin goes on the left, he needs to help out Najib Sarif now, because over the last 15 minutes, he's been in a lot of trouble facing Nakiuddin Yunus.
Well, it was really good to see there Hanif Farhan being shown some appreciation by his coach. He's worked his socks off in central midfield. It's now the turn of Naziruddin to show us all what he's capable of doing. Nazri lets it bounce. Doi just coming back from an offside position. That's why the flag has gone up. It is the right call.
So the two central players for DPMM now in midfield are now out. Both of them are out. We have a new partnership and combination. They are tired. Slowly creeping in because they've been defending most of the time. Important now to keep the shape, organize. No need for them to press. Yeah, he's coming back from an offside position. Doi.
Haria couldn't quite climb over Cruz and get the header away. Play from Hakimi. Here is Nakiuddin, who's made a difference since his introduction. Farshad. Good early pass into Cruz. Well, you can see what he was trying to do there. Flag does go up for offside. He's quick to admit that he mistimed his run as well.
Yeah, he went too early for Farshad No. Farshad No didn't even look at him yet. Would be spectacular if that had gone in and it wasn't offside.
Naziruddin just trying to use his pace, running into the back of Joshua Pereira. He's looking at the referee saying, "Where's my free kick?"
He needs to be smarter, Naziruddin. I think every time he comes on, he's just using his speed and just bulldozing his way forward. He needs to be more tactically disciplined and smart.
Well, no real change in the possession numbers. It's been Geylang International been bossing it. 64% of the ball, 36 for DPMM, and there's a challenge there from Nazri Aiman on Shakir Hamza. Free kick in a good position for Geylang International. Doi is not going to be coming over to take this now.
Yep, I think Noali has had enough. But for the league, Geylang International, they are going to lose more points if the result stays the same as what we are having now, which means that Lion Sea Sailors and also the BG Tampines Rovers are again moving to just having a two-horse race.
Taniguchi's effort comes off the wall. Out to Tezuka! Good effort. Certainly had Naumoski worried there. He's got good technique, Tezuka.
The wall doing his job. Second ball for Tezuka. Again, not very far away.
Well, I don't think anyone can complain about the entertainment that we've been given here this evening at Jalan Besar.
Well, the Singapore Premier League has always been all about the goals. Every match, definitely at least 2 or 3 goals.
There's a call. Throws one through into Taniguchi. That's come off his hand. Referee says play on. Lovely little Cruyff turn from Taniguchi. It's the free kick from Nazri Aiman.
Not really good defending from number 21. Nowhere he could have gone. Just stay on your feet. Couldn't foul him.
Needs quality from Bezakor. Couldn't find a teammate. As Farshad No. DPMM will be looking to break forward.
Oh, the ball is just curving out instead of inside.
Haria. I'll want to get it forward quickly. Geylang International. Nakiuddin. Taniguchi. Such a good player, Taniguchi. Doi shields it well. Left it for Shakir. Tezuka wins that second ball. Bezeko. Back to Tezuka. Yurandra Putra. That's a great defensive header. And he sends it to Hakimi as well. Well-timed challenge from Sakuma. Hakimi has stayed down. Play continues. Taniguchi. Bezeko!
Big mistake by Hakimi Yazid. You are in total control of the possession. You just got the ball from in a defensive position. Let's look at this again. Bezeko just trying to throw himself out. Similar to Madu yesterday. Not getting again the right connection. But poor play from Hakimi Yazid. For me, he could have played it to Julio Cruz, who was peeling away, and not get his team into a difficult position. They have 10 more minutes to go. Just be smart, DPMM now.
Well, 10 minutes of the regulation 90. There'll be some time added on as well, you'd expect. So to be safe, let's just say 15 minutes.
Yeah. Could be more as well.
Yep.
Maybe 7 or 8 minutes. I'm pretty sure Brunei is going to waste more time.
It's Cruz looking for Nazaruddin. Sakuma. Given away. Straight to Farshad Noor. As McAllister on the sidelines, telling his players to calm it down. But they want to go forward. They want another. Oliveira. Hakimi. Back to Oliveira. It's taken a touch. And we'll go out for a corner here to Brunei DPMM.
From a technical point of view, I don't really like the game, how the game has gone for Brunei DPMM in the second half. Even now, I feel that they are still trying to get that final goal to secure those 3 points. But Farshad Noor breaking or getting out of position to break lines is hugely risky at this point of time.
Second shot to Azwan Saleh. Flipped in. A header from Cruz. Forces Rudy Karula into a really good flying save. Pereira. Taniguchi. It's off Najib Tarif. Didn't want to take any chances there now, Moski. But thought he might have been clear to pick that up.
Yeah, I thought about it as well. Good first touch from number 21, Nazri Ayman.
Bezeko offering the hand there, wants him to get back up. He's not accepting that offer.
Opening his body up, first touch outside.
Was that?
I think it wasn't
intentional. Or was it? Did he get away with a bit of a miscontrol there? I'm not sure if he was really aware of Bezeko.
Taniguchi, I think, was it?
Well, it might have been Taniguchi closing in on him.
You make mistakes, you get away with it, you control it right, sometimes you get caught. We have Shafiq Safuddin ready to come on for Nazri. Been a good shift for the number 21.
Well, we've got a very solid right back coming on as well.
Yeah.
Shafiq Safiuddin, the 22-year-old.
It needs to get into the pace of the game real fast now. Especially when you are a defender, when you're off the pace, you're not fully warmed up.
And just a note on Shafiq Safiuddin. Normally starts matches at right back for Brunei DPMM. And also, I've been on jersey watch with Shafiq Safiuddin. He's come on, and I can report that he has left his jersey untucked.
I think this is going to go on for a full season.
Sort of my side quests. Taniguchi. Oh, lovely stuff. Shaki Hamza, full of energy! Into Doi! Oh, that should have been 3 for Geylang. And of all the players, you could want it to fall to its Tomoyuki Doi, who misses. What a chance.
Well, 8 out of, or maybe 9 out of 10 times he would score this goal. He was coming in, and at the same time, his body was leaning back.
Don't forget Jersey Watch. We're at Coach Watch. Ali and McAllister doing battle on these sidelines.
But usually, when you are facing this kind of situation, No Ali would be more animated, would be trying to influence the fourth official as well. But today he's been quite quiet by his standards.
Clock ticking away. Time starting to run out on a possible comeback here for Geylang International. We really needed that from Doi to go in. Big moment in the match, that one. A miss from Tomoyuki Doi. Shafiq with the cross. Tezuka. Taniguchi. Well waited. Filtered diagonal out to Sikos Chua. On a great cross. The possession still with Geylang. Tezuka trying to pick out Bezuko. Taniguchi, reverse pass. It's another beautiful one into Shaki Hamza. Yura Indraputra on a number of occasions has come up with some crucial interceptions in the penalty area. Oliveira.
Wrong choice. Oliveira was Fashat No making that run, and also on the left side, Nazirudin.
Tomoyuki Doi on a hat-trick as well. The 20 for the campaign. That's a landmark 20th goal for Tomoyuki Doi. It's the most he's ever scored in his professional career in a domestic league season.
It's not even half the season.
That's right. 20 goals. This one is his 13th appearance. He scored 19 in 21 appearances for Hougang back in the 2021 campaign. He's on his way to, I don't know how many, really, at the rate that he's been scoring.
Yeah, 40 at least. He could have had at least 2 more today.
This is almost going back to the era of Mirko Grabovac and in the S League, and the likes of Perez
De
Oliveira scoring 33 goals from midfield. Emma Gonçalves, yes, absolutely.
Oh, it brings down, or it brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah, but
those names.
Even
how many games did they play?
Even with them, I don't think they reached this sort of scoring rate. Anyway, still a long way to go in the season. Oswin Rosero, the fourth official, having to deal with both sets of coaches now. Oliveira, again, I mean, Hide, you called it. Game management, gamesmanship. It's the professional side of things. They're trying to slow it down.
Again, nothing Geylang can do as well. They're going to get frustrated. For me, it's quite easy to get under the skin of Geylang international players and staff as well.
Well, Doi has won a free kick here.
Again, Yura Indraputra. What is he trying to do at that point of time? His defensive partner, Norikwan, had absolute control of the situation and the ball.
So Doi is standing over this one. Bezakor is there as well.
We need the big guys on the wall. Right now, all 11 players are in the penalty box, 18-yard box for Brunei DPMM. I think for me, at this angle, Vincent, or rather Bezakor, is in a much better position.
Bezakor!
Oh, wow.
Again, he had Naumovsky scrambling. Had him worried, had him concerned. That wasn't far off.
Not far off at all. Naumovsky was just scrambling across. Let's look at this again. Yeah, this could be a better angle. Or this should be a better angle. Ooh.
To the 90th minute here. We go. Minimum of 6 minutes to be added on. That's enough time.
Yep, they did score 2 goals within a few minutes.
Yep, 2 goals within 2 minutes. Tomoyuki Doi in the 64th, and then again in the 66th. Taniguchi. I think he's had a brilliant game. Here at Taniguchi.
Yep. I think Geylang, the attacking players, did really well. It's just for the first half, their transition would not really manage well enough for Noali's liking. Well, it took them 20 minutes of warm-up and 45 minutes of first half for them to be really warmed up, Geylang International.
Cruz. That's good. That's more of, from your perspective, as a coach, you want your players to be doing to try and kill off the game.
Yeah, exactly. And for him today, Julio Cruz, he has been really good at holding onto the ball. He's been really good at protecting it. And this one here, after protecting it, just sliding it through Shaki Hamza's feet or legs. No one in the penalty box for Brunei DPMM, just putting it at the side.
Oh, which is what you'd expect at this late stage of the match. Sakuma. Nakyudin drifts in field. Takes the contact. Referee again allowing the advantage. Yep, that's good refereeing there. Bezakor trying to bring down these Geylang players here at DPMM. Pereira just wasn't expecting that to come from Bezakor. I think back to that miss from Tomoyuki Doi.
Yeah.
Chance to make it 4-3, chance to get his hat-trick, and that was a big moment.
He had 1 in the first half. He had 2 in the second half.
Well, again, that's one of the reasons why he scores so many. He gets himself into some great areas. He's got a high shot volume and shooting from good positions.
You have great service in the quality of your teammates as well. And that's hugely important for a striker like him.
Sakuma. It's well defended by Yurandra Putra. He's also had a very good game. Number 23 for Brunei DPMM.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you there. He stood tall in a lot of challenges, anticipated and read the game really well, cutting out crosses.
Oh, it's a kick out there from Oliveira. Shaki Hamza. Oh, look at that from Shaki Hamza. Oh, the whistle has gone, but it looked to be a decent challenge from Shaki Hamza.
Yep, got the ball. didn't think that it was a foul for me.
Now there should be more time added on here into the 4th minute. It's a minimum of 6, so referee well within his rights to add on a bit more time. And I think that's what he's not only going to be saying to the referee, but he's also going to be saying that there was a kick out from Miguel Oliveira on Shakir Hamza, and no action was taken for that.
Both teams especially need to have 11 players still on the field at the end of the game, not just for today, but also for the upcoming matches.
That's good hold-up play from Cruz. Runs out of real estate. Took it down well initially. We're getting closer and closer here. Brunei DPMM to just their 3rd win of the season and the first victory for Jimmy McAllister as their head coach. Just have to hold on for a couple more minutes. Haria. Pereira. Nakiuddin. Back to Pereira. 4 players in the area to try and find. And with the short pass into Taniguchi.
Anywhere will do for Brunei DPMM now.
Haria floats one over the top for Nakiuddin. I think he was trying to set that one up for Tomoyuki Doi. It's just a poor touch.
Yeah.
And that is the final piece of action. A thrilling contest here between Geylang International and Brunei DPMM. 6 goals in this one. Brunei DPMM with goals from Miguel Oliveira in the 5th minute. Julio Cruz in the 32nd making it 2-0. Hakimi Yazid in the 38th making it 3 before halftime. And then in the second half, getting the 4th in the 62nd. We thought it would have been done and dusted then. Geylang International not looking likely to score, but Tomoyuki Doi would get 2 goals for himself. The first one in the 64th, second one in the 66th to make it 4-2 to Geylang International. And they had their fair share of opportunities to try and get the equalizer. But in the end, it is Brunei DPMM who come away with their